All right, let's jump right in. Today we're going through a social upgrade guide. And look, this isn't about learning complicated social theories or anything stressful. It's just a collection of really simple, practical tips to make your relationships a little richer, a little deeper.
I mean, you know the feeling, right? It's the weird paradox of our time. You scroll through your phone and see hundreds, maybe thousands of contacts, but that feeling of a real, genuine connection, sometimes that can feel so far away. So, how do we fix that? How do we close that gap?
I absolutely love this way of thinking about it. Relationships aren't something you need to constantly fuss over or drown in attention. Just like a succulent, they thrive with consistent, gentle care. Just the right amount of warmth, a little bit of light, and the space to breathe. Okay, so let's start at level one, breaking the ice. This is all about how to kick off a conversation that actually goes somewhere, instead of just fizzling out after a couple of texts. First things first, we've got to ditch the all-time worst conversation starter, "Are you there?" It just feels like a demand, you know? It puts all the pressure on the other person to respond. Instead, try sharing something, a meme, a cool link, whatever, and just add, "This made me think of you." It's a gift, not a demand. It shows they were actually on your mind. Okay, this next technique is so simple, it's brilliant. It's called the echo chat method. When you're not sure what to say next, just repeat the last couple of words they said, but as a question. It is shockingly effective. It shows you're locked in and listening, and it almost always encourages them to elaborate and tell you more. And this is a classic for a reason. Think about it. How was your day? What do you usually get back? Good? Fine. A one-word answer. But if you ask, what was the most interesting part of your day? Well, that invites a story. You're not just asking for a status update. You're asking for a little piece of their life. All right, time for level two. We're moving beyond just starting chats and getting into the good stuff, forging genuinely deeper connections with the friends and family you care about the most. For friendships, think of this stuff as the emotional glue. It's about those little inside jokes, those meaningless rituals that only you two get. It's about bringing them a coffee just because. Or, and this is a big one, just learning to waste time together without it being awkward. And maybe most importantly, share your imperfections. Vulnerability is what builds real trust. Nobody truly connects with a perfect robot. Now, switching gears to family, this is a huge mindset shift. It's so easy to just see mom or dad and forget that underneath those roles, they're just people. People with their own histories, their own dreams, their own lives before you ever came along. So the trick is to get curious. Ask a question that pulls them out of that parent role. Something like, "Dad, what was your dream when you were 20?" A question like that can totally unlock stories you have never, ever heard before and let you connect with them on a whole new level. And for those inevitable moments of conflict, this technique is an absolute game changer. Instead of leading with an accusation, which just makes people defensive, try reframing it. First, state what you see. Then, say how you feel about it. And finally, make a clear request. You turn a potential fight into just solving a problem together. Okay, leveling up one more time. Let's talk about the digital world. How do we make sure our online selves come across as warm and human, and not just another avatar on a screen? Here's a quick little toolkit. For one, try sending short voice messages. Your tone of voice carries so much emotion that text just can't. Two, go beyond the lazy like. Leave a specific comment on someone's post that shows you were actually paying attention. And three, protect your own peace. It is 100% okay to mute or leave group chats that drain your energy. And that brings us to the final level. And honestly, this is the most important one. Because at the end of the day, being good with people isn't just about what you do on the outside. It's an inner game. It all starts with you. This right here is the foundation of it all. When you're genuinely okay with your own company, when you can go to a cafe or a movie by yourself and actually enjoy it, you give off this calm, confident vibe. You start hanging out with people because you want to, not because you need to fill a void. And trust me, people can feel that difference from a mile away. Let's talk compliments for a second. You look nice. It's fine. It's polite, but it's also forgettable. A sincere, specific compliment, that's what lands. Noticing a unique detail, like how a certain color makes them light up, shows you're actually paying attention. It feels real because it is real. And finally, this. This might be your greatest social asset. Just your ability to be a calm, steady presence. When you can stay centered, even when things get a little chaotic, you make people feel safe. People are naturally drawn to that. Being the anchor in the storm is one of the most powerful things you can be. So, we've gone through a lot, right? From breaking the ice to working on yourself. But every single one of these tips, every technique, every level, it's all powered by one single thing.
Everything we've talked about today, from the Echo Chat method all the way to giving better compliments, it all boils down to one simple concept. And without it, honestly, all these techniques are just empty tricks.
And this is it. Zhenshin. It means a true heart, sincerity, genuine intention. This is the engine that drives every real connection. People have a sixth sense for this. They can tell when you're just saying the right words versus when you actually truly mean it. And that's really the big takeaway here. You don't have to reinvent yourself. You don't need some massive personality makeover. Your entire social world can start to change the very moment you decide to take just one small, genuinely sincere step.
So I'll just leave you with that question to think about. After all this, what is that one small, sincere step that you're going to take today? Thanks for tuning in.